Hi, and welcome to Diversity in the Community. I am so pleased to have this young lady with me and another young lady that I just met. This is Nzima. She is in our writers group. I just love her so much. I just fell in love with her when I first met her. And then she brought T'Challa with her, and I'm so pleased to meet her. And T'Challa is an author, poet, and an actress. And my buddy here is an author, a poet, an expressive writing coach, and owner of Journal Designer.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So I would like for them to tell you a bit about themselves before we get into hearing some of their poetry and their writings. So,
Okay.
Nzima?
Okay, so I am a poet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing since Dear Diary days, and I never took it seriously. It's about say 15 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I have 3 poetry books.
Okay.
Every Kind of Lady, the We Be 2 Word Poetry book, and my Cafe Poetry Spill book. So I brought them today. And I have workbooks. It's expressive writing prompt workbooks because I'm an expressive writing coach. I help people use writing as a therapy, writing to heal, to work through problems. And I don't use the word therapy because it has a stigma on it, so I use the word coach. And so I help people to use expressive writing to heal. And over the years, I have proven to help people mentally, emotionally, and health-wise. And so, yeah. And also, you mentioned journal designs. Yes, Nzima Journal Designs. I have a love for journals. I use journals, and that's where I put all my thoughts into. And so I figure, why not design journals and,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, young lady.
Hello, my name is T'Challa Williams. I am an author and poet. I guess you could just say an artist. I love stage performing. I have done it since elementary school. And as I saw my oldest daughter develop in her writing skills, I realized that I needed to understand the whole process so I could share and guide her through that. So that's when I started to publish, as opposed to having that box under the bed with all those things.
Oh my God. Oh.
So I have 2 books of poetry. One is called The Lover and the Revolutionary. That's my first book of poetry. And then I have my second book called Papers on My Floor. And then I have another coming out this year called Liberated Soul. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I love that title.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. Now you say you say you don't like to say therapy, but writing being therapy, but I have to say, since I joined the Journey Writers, it has been therapy for me because we sat around and people started writing, and I started writing about things that I had never told people about. Like, I don't know if you were there when I told the story about my brother who went off to service and he came back and he was a totally different person. I hadn't talked about that since he died at 39 and I was 24. And I think the first time that I wrote about that was when I was in my 60s.
Yeah.
But it was such a release to write that, to write it down and to actually talk about it. So even though it may have a stigma, it's journaling
true.
is
it's
therapy.
therapeutic. Yes, it is. It's definitely. My shirt says opening, freeing. It's relaxing. It's releasing.
Yeah,
it's everything. And it's almost like speaking to a friend.
Yes.
And and unedited, just raw. You just write what you want to write.
Yeah.
And to share is another thing.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's the courage.
Yeah.
What
was that lady when we went to Martha's Vineyard and we had the workshops, and she calls it putting the blood on the page.
Yes, yes.
And it is just so true. So since I've been writing and stuff, whether I perform it or not, it's just writing it down and getting it out from here and out of here on that paper.
Yes.
It's
I call it. Matter of fact, I have a friend, and LaShawn, she brought me a shirt back, and it says Inkwell. Inkwell is the place in Martha's Vineyard, but I've been writing Inkwell, like how you say be well.
Yep.
So I would tell people Inkwell, and so that's become something that I say to people in my workshop: ink well or make important meetings with yourself. Like you mentioned, all of the stuff that you have bottled up inside,
Yes.
you don't know those little micro aggressive, the things that just eat at you.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't even think that it will still bother you until you talk about it. You know,
exactly.
and you pull it out and you have that release, and it almost felt tangible, like you could hold it.
Yeah.
You know?
So we encourage anybody out there that get you a journal, write down whatever's on your mind and your heart. It is just, it's such a healing. Oh my God. So, I mean, but anyway, let's get to talking about your books. And now tell me about each one of the books and what's in them.
Okay.
And what they're all about. And then,
Okay. Well, this is my first one, Every Kind of Lady, Monologues and Poetry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a collection of poetry, and all the poems are written in the woman's voice. I say every kind of lady because parts of the stories throughout the book is about me and maybe other women that I've met along the way.
Yeah.
And I realized that throughout my life or other women, we have a lot in common. And we have worn so many different hats of resiliency. And even the hats that we judged people based on, the ones that we don't want to talk about, we've been that lady.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to tell the story of the different women. So that's the Every Kind of Lady. But I also have 2 short stories in a monologue fashion.
Okay.
And some quotes. And this is my baby. This is my baby. I love all my books, but this is my baby. And so this is Poetry Cafe Spills. So now I'm using the word, this is of daytime TV, but I use the word poetry. I mean, a tea whore. I know that sounds really bad, but I would go to different cafes and different things just because, it's a new cafe over there, and I wanted to try the tea. I wanted the whole ambiance, and and so I frequent a lot of cafes so much that I would sit there after drinking my tea or coffee or eating my bagel, whatever, and I would observe the people there. And then there's different cafes, from poetry cafes, open mic night, to and so I started to observe the different happenings going on, the different things, and I thought it'd be fun to write about it. And also some of the poetry have not taken place in cafes, but in my mind it happened in cafes.
Okay, all right.
It was birthed in a cafe.
Yes, there we go. Yes. And the We Be 2-word poetry. Well, the cover, I drew this picture. It's supposed to be me and my daughter, and a stick figure. we supposed to be this is supposed to be like a table and a teapot, and she's having cocoa and I'm having tea or coffee and tea, and so primarily the first section of the book is describing us.
Okay.
It's describing us, and the 2-word poem. And then I actually invented my own poem genre, which I think is like 180. I forget how many different poetry genres. There's like 180. There's about 180 different. Maybe a lot of people know about haikus or sonnets or different genres, but they don't know. And so I said, well, 2-word poetry is not new, but 2-word only is new. And so I wanted to express myself in 2 words.
2 words are tough.
2 words. It's just like, what's the name of your book that's coming out?
Liberated Soul.
So that's what the 2-word poems is about. So you would say it's poetic. So wow, your mind started to fill in everything it means.
Yeah.
When she said liberated soul, we thinking free. We I'm not scared. I'm fearless. I'm taking risks. You thinking about everything in just those 2 words. So I have, and towards the back of the book, a bunch of 2 words. And so, and it's fun, it's addictive, because you'll sit there and think of a bunch of 2 words, like, you know, and so primarily that's what this one is about. So, and me and my daughter, we the Weebies. So,
I like that.
Nice.
thank you.
Okay, you want to go over what your 2, and then we'll come back, and then I want you guys to choose something that you want to read. And,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so my first book of poetry is called The Lover and the Revolutionary. I came up with this title because it encompasses both sides, the most dominant parts of my personality. I love hard, I fight hard. I fight for what I love. And so a lot of times, you know, you go through your moments and you have all these poems about love, and then on the other extreme, I would have these moments where I would be extremely frustrated, and you have that anger, and you want to write it out, and it's like, okay, you know, I can't really do damage to this governmental system like I want to, but you can't do nothing about these words on the paper.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and put it down. And so I enjoyed that. Like I said, I was motivated by my daughter. She is graduating from Wesleyan University this year.
Congratulations.
Yes, she's an English major, minor in Caribbean Studies. I love you, Naomi. And she finished her first novel at 15. And I was like, you want me to read what? Yeah, Mommy, read it. And I'm like, okay, I'll read your story. And then she came in with like 300 pages. And I was like, oh, you have a book. So I said, okay, I need to understand this process. And I'm like, okay, well, how do you want to publish it? And so I had to go and really start to research the industry and figure out the best methods or the most simple methods to accomplish the task, which is to complete your book. So I took some poems that I had been sitting on for a while, and I put them together in The Lover and the Revolutionary, and I put that out in 2015.
Okay.
And then after that, I came out with my second book, which is Papers on My Floor. This book is a compilation of all types of emotions. When you're writing and you're trying to get certain things out, and let's say you're at the cafe, but you forgot your paper, so you're writing on a napkin and you put that in your bag. Or you're someplace and all you have is Post-it notes, because I love Post-it notes.
Oh, yeah.
So you're writing on Post-it notes, and you got 3 Post-it notes, and you got to put the order down, and you put that in your bag. And you get home, and you go through your own little editing process, and you take all of these different pieces, and you put them together, and you finish your poetry, but you have all these papers on the floor. All of these discarded pieces of you that you could pick up and put back together and rearrange and sort out, and just find various parts of your own character in those papers on the floor. So that is what that second book is about, just taking all those different pieces and not really discarding anything, not considering anything too small or too long, or if it has to fit into a certain category, it's me. So, you know, I'm about to give it to you.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow. Wait, I love the way, I'm stuck still on when you say you love hard, you something, and you fight for what you love. Say that little piece again. I was trying to
love
remember.
hard, I fight hard, and I fight for what I love.
I love that.
There you go.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. All right. The second one?
Then the one that's coming out is called Liberated Soul.
Oh, okay.
So that is literally being put together. So
Okay.
I'm still building and compiling and experiencing and documenting those experiences. So it's coming soon.
And you we didn't talk about this, but you're an actress, and you have an upcoming play. Talk about that. Yeah.
Yes. I fell in love with the stage in elementary school, where I met Nzima. Mark Twain in the house, y'all.
I know. Yes.
And I had an awesome teacher, and she probably, if I say her name, folks will get scared all over again. But she was amazing. Her name was Miss Ruth Colvin, and she taught me and a classmate. She had this day, and we were doing vignettes, and I was like, "Oh, I want to do a vignette. What's that?" And it was so much fun because she had these little pink and black lace dresses that kind of poofed out, and they had umbrellas, and they were hats, and so I'm like, "Oh, I want to dress up." So me and my classmate, we got dressed up, we put it on, and we did our little, pretend like we had tea. And it felt so good to just have that fun. And I'm an only child, so my imagination is ridiculous. So
Yeah.
pretending to be other people was something I always did. It was just fun, and I stuck with it. When I was in high school, I went to the Academy of Performing Arts. I was a part of, my first job actually was with Looking In Teen Theater, and we would do skits. I think they still do skits as well right now. They do different skits all over at high schools, and the subject matter could be racism, biracial dating, teen pregnancy, suicide, rape, and we would do these different skits, and then at the end the audience can ask the characters questions, and then we would answer as the character. So even if that character was wrong, was racist, or whatever it was, you got to ask them why, and they explained it to you.
Wow.
Whatever that truth was that character believed. And so it was like, that doesn't even sound right. And so then after that, we would answer the question as ourselves. And so it allowed you to get different perspectives and then get the dialogue and the conversation going, which is always good.
Wow.
So yes, I stayed with the stage. And earlier this year, I was able to do the vagina monologues at Charter Oak
I
Cultural
think I saw
Center.
it on Facebook.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She did an awesome job. I seen her. Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Okay.
For those who know, you know.
Yeah.
And right now, I am so blessed to be a part of Dream Girls with
man, I can't wait to see that.
Darlene Brandon. My Peach Productions is putting this together for Mother's Day weekend, and she has posted some of our rehearsals. And the talent,
Oh my.
the music alone,
Oh my God.
y'all are not even ready.
Who's directing?
Darlene Brandon.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
That's right. Oh,
Shout out
okay.
to My Peach Productions. Yes, she is.
right.
It is, man, the cast is just so amazing. The fellas are amazing. The ladies are just outstanding.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
I can't wait.
I know. I
I'm
gotta
so excited. We
get your ticket today.
right?
Yeah, get your ticket.
we get all fangirlish while we in rehearsal.
Oh
and it's
my
just like,
God.
oh, say girl. It's amazing. It's amazing. So and this is just the beginning. So it's like by the time we get to the end, the finished product is going to be something that you will talk about for a very long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She just making me want to get that ticket.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yes, get a ticket, bring a friend.
Yeah.
Yes, bring a friend.
I will do that. I will do that.
I'll be there.
Yes.
I will do that, especially in some place I know I can drive to by myself.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
All right. All righty. So, you up, young
Yes.
lady? You gonna read some of your?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, in light of Women History Month, I'll start with. Let me see. I think I'll do Galaxy.
Now, if somebody wanted to get your book, they can just go on. Is it on Amazon? Where is it at?
Yes, it's on Amazon, Amazon.com or BN.com, BarnesandNobles.com.
Okay.
And also they could. My website is under construction,
Okay.
but everything you can reach me through my website.
Okay, and we'll put that up at the.
Yes,
I'll get
okay.
that information and we'll put it up at the end. Okay.
So I'm going to do Galaxy.
All right.
Okay, so again, since it's Women's History Month,
All right.
so a woman's wealth is her womb.
Mm.
She wears portals between her thighs that connects worlds and realms, adding stars to the sky. So that was my short, brief.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And that was out of the We Be Tour poetry book. Matter of fact, I think I should give you a taste of what two words was.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you.
Okay, so I have one that was, one is ambidextrous lover.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Emotional replays.
Okay.
I won't do that one. I have to remember what. Okay, chocolate rainbows
Mm.
and owning freedom and coaching minds and let's see, harvesting honey. So there's a few. One was war whoring, and
Okay.
that was more of my. I have a lot of political ones, and I think that when people they sign up to for services and different things, I don't know if they understand really why they're there, and I just think that they're being put in a position. So I call it war whoring. So.
It's amazing though how 2 words can tell a whole story.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just it's amazing. Right.
Yes. So.
Difficult to do, but
Yes.
it's amazing.
It is because I mean, you take in 2 words to express powerful things, and everybody will come up with different things what they think it might mean. But if you do it well enough, a lot of times people, you can bring them right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I share a piece out of my Poetry Cafe Spills book.
Okay.
And let's see. I wrote this poem. It's called Drinking and Carrying.
Drinking and carrying.
Yes, and this poem was about how you have 2 groups of women doing the same thing, and how it is viewed differently. Okay, it says drinking and carrying. Pinky up, tea drinking gals and gals who learn to carry stacked books on their heads are called proper to uppity kind of gals. Balanced gals, English and British gals, gals trying to be something high in society gals. Hot water with herbs and spices drinking gals who carry fruit, water, books, just everything on their heads all the same time, since all time, are called geniuses and barbarians kind of gals. Mother of all beings, Africans or indigenous gals, gals doing their everyday thing, gals.
I love it. I love it.
You know,
Falls into women's month.
yes.
Yes.
And yeah,
What kind of gal are you?
I believe I'm the indigenous kind of gal.
All right.
This one is She is Black Tea. Now you remember everything is around tea and coffee and cafes.
Yes.
So she is dewdrops filling up her lover's cup, who learned to drink her in slow. She is the glow of a million moons ago. Folks call her indigo. She is the earth's black tea, stimulating flows and new births. She is everything, quenching everything. The breasts, the world's suckles. She is a feminine principle way beyond queenable. She is dark, deep, like the blue-black purple sky. Beautiful.
I love that. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And let's see, and from this one, my Every Kind of Lady book, my baby.
Yes.
So you see, it's all loved and ripped and rolled up. And the back of my books is my thing to put a journal on the back of the books. So you ever have some books and you just start writing on the edges and the sides? Oh, that's me. That's about me. You ever listen to a song you think is all about you?
Oh yeah.
And so I
How
got
did
into
they know?
Yes, and so no one ever asked me my opinion, but I always thought that other folks should have a journal in the back of their book or a space for me to write. You know,
You need some room.
they need some room.
Pages.
So I'm a dog tag. You
Yep.
make
yep.
little highlight. Right, I'm that person. Okay, so this one is called Every Kind of Lady, and that's the name of my company, Every Kind of Lady Company.
Right.
As an expressive writing coach, I do writing circles, conferences, retreats, one-on-one, social groups, informal, formal, and we would work with my workbook. We would read some poems out of this book, and women would tell their stories, make connections, write their own poetry. We would work through some of the writing prompts and have some fun. So,
I got to make my way to one of those.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this one is called Every Kind of Lady. Constancy is an unfair brand of a lady. See, I think that I've been every kind of lady. The kind that I didn't understand. Her and her and her too. The kind that I feared, envied, yet I revered. The kind that I might have shamed or wouldn't claim. The kind of lady that I gotta be. Yes, even that girl. Her and her and her too. The kind I couldn't stand or even forgive. The kind that lived and survived. The kind of lady that I grieved. The kind that I pray heavily to be. The kind of lady that I gotta be. Yes, every kind, even she.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Thank,
Thank
you,
you.
darling. Thank you,
Thank
thank you.
All right,
So-
every kind of lady.
Yes. You see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful.
So,
Awesome.
All right, sweetheart, you up?
All right, all right. She was so kind. I'm not gonna lie, I have to make sure I don't cuss.
Uh-huh.
Hey, such is life. Okay, so I'm gonna read from my first book, The Love and the Revolutionary.
excuse me.
This first piece is called Teenager. I actually wrote it while I was living in Georgia, riding on the bus, and I just saw something, and I wrote. You are innocent. I see it all over you. And he do too. Gold teeth like fangs waiting to suck life right out of you. What are you lured by? Nothing attractive or intelligent. I hear him talk. And sweet nothings are bitter bullcrap. But you know that. And you let him lace fugazi thuggery like it was maple syrup sweet. Knowing your pancakes are the treat. And his plate is dirty. Are you taking blind eye? Why not some blind truth? Why not the faith of Ruth? Why not recognize you are Boaz worthy? Walk in your authority instead of feasting on crumbs, communing with bums. I see your innocence as if I am looking in the mirror. Never choose inferior when you are superior. Selection is privileged and the privileged are few. Don't let unworthy men break bread with you.
Whoa.
I know that's
Yes. Hear that, ladies? Oh, jeez. Oh, my.
And I love my brothers, so I can't resist doing Beautiful Man.
Yeah.
There are so many things I want, so many things I need, and a beautiful black man is a necessity indeed. Now, don't get me wrong. God has created some hella fine men from Hawaii to Australia and back again. But there isn't one that makes me pause like a bad black man. You know a man so refined that you have to stop what you're doing and get another look. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. That brother with the flawless haircut, pretty white teeth, clean fingernails, iron clothes, and simple jewelry, nothing gaudy. A man doesn't need to show you all of that. Cologne smelling like Thanksgiving dinner, and your stomach aches from hunger because you know Thanksgiving only comes once a year. I'm hungry now, and I just can't see how to live without you. Strong, charismatic, and in control, rational mindset piercing my soul, making me get to the heart of matters. No frivolous chatter, but thought-provoking remnants of the future. Black man, you heal my wounds like a suture, and I just can't see how to live without you. And who said you weren't a father? Mr. Little League basketball coach / karate instructor / youth fellowship leader and mentor, always lending a hand when necessary or voluntary. And it is you I wish to marry. And we don't need no prenup as long as you call me Buttercup. 'Cause I can't see how to live without you. You set precedents for many to come, even though your history has come undone. I see truth in your eyes every night when we lie, and you say, all you need is to feel me close at night, and everything will be all right. And I just can't see how to live without you.
Oh, that's my dream,
nice.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh,
Nice.
gee, that's beautiful.
Yes. Let's see. All right. I'll do one more from this one. This one is called What Channel? Where is your mind when you are watching television? Has it snuck off to complete some secret mission? What does it do? Is it gathering clues? Your body becomes stagnant, transformed like voodoo, entranced by subliminal messages, overwhelmed by advertisement. Buy this and buy that. For what? Not because it is a necessity of life, deemed valuable to your existence on this planet. Just buy it to put money in our pocket. Always making money off someone else. Does the world have a gambling problem? Well, Connecticut Lotto says you can't win if you don't play. Children tracing transmitted pipe dreams. My child metamorphoses into the goddess Gimme. Now she believes that all desires are handed over and nothing is worked for. All ideals and methods of survival are misconstrued by the idiot box. Constructive thinking is not necessary because the remote control does it all. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Our mind needs some downtime. From this moment, we are suspended in time. However, time does not stop for us. You must be on time, keeping time, time for kids, and time for man, and time for one man, and time has not stopped. And seconds continue to be added up. And when I looked to check the clock, I realized 5 hours had gone by. And I haven't done anything at all. So I asked myself, where were you when the TV was on?
That's a powerful one right there.
They got Netflix and everything. You can watch a whole season in
Whole
one
season.
sitting.
Yes.
I know.
You ain't clean nothing, ain't moved from the couch. You got a whole dent inside the little cushion.
Wait, hold
the
up.
popcorn and your cup and everything. And you gonna been on the couch all day.
Wait, hold up. So we was in Barnes and Nobles, and they have a whole like Netflix care package. Like, so you don't have to get up from your bed. All the little things you
jeez.
might need. I was like, wow.
All the little snacks to keep you
And
in
I'm
place.
the opposite. I could be home all day and not turn the TV on not once. Just some music, some nice music, and I used to be though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not anymore. Not anymore.
All right. Okay, I'll end with that one. This one, I'll do 2 out of this one.
Okay.
This is from Papers on My Floor. Both books are available on Amazon, or if you find me on Facebook, holla, and I will come through and sign it for you.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yes.
The news ain't new. Hey, has anyone seen a reporter? You know, those people who want you to know the truth. Those people who smell a scandal and deception, jump into the lie and bust it wide open like a watermelon hitting concrete. Those journalists that politicians hate to see coming because they always have a tendency to discover their lies and put their tail on Front Street. Those people that make you pick up the newspaper and after reading their article, you felt enlightened. And if someone got away with injustice, the article you read was a form of vindication. Where they at though? I keep seeing media whores pimping time out to corporate America, selling smiles and celebrity nonsense. Who cares about your fake boobs, 13th husband, 12th adoption, no ovary having, drug addicted menage a trois? I want to know what's happening. And the current climate of those appointed to provide the news is feeding me defecation while pissing on this nation. The television is a toilet, and the poets are here to flush it. Spray authenticity in the air and open windows. We all have been smelling this steamy hot manure so long some of us carry the smell on us. Don't think your silence suppresses the smells. You may not speak, but we smell the bull anyway. We must not allow these networks to continue contaminating the airwaves with their suggestive material, subliminally and overtly defining who we are as a people. You don't know me, and you should not prescribe to tell my story until you do. But if you don't have the time to seek the truth because the network has tightened your strings and shined your tap shoes, then dance to the blues, because oppressed people across the world are rising up and telling the story themselves. We don't need jaded reporters and sellout journalists on our team. We have our own platforms, our own cameras. Coming to you live, this is T'Challa. The revolution is now. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Wait, hold on. We about to do all of this, y'all. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. And this last piece is one that I like to do, and it's called You Don't Own Me. And I'll say this is my contribution to Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Because I'm revolutionary like that. I remember my mother telling me how wonderfully and beautifully made I be, woven together with histories, kissed with ancient mysteries. I remember her gazing into my eyes, the joy on my father's face as I laughed, his precious I am. I remember the warmth of their presence, heads turning when I entered the room with them. The world knew who I belonged to, and I donned their love for me, worn like a royal cloak. Then in you came, attempting to choke and stifle, battle my memories like long-lost rivals, replacing my joys with your deceptive game. Come on, man, you're not loving me. You're not wanting what's best for me. Unfortunately, you're not able to see beyond your own pain, subjecting me to the ramifications of your own rejection. But from my recollection, my DA has no trace of you. No first birthday photo, bike assembly, Barbie dream house, parental nightmare, no Easter photos or holidays. Don't play. Your title not daddy. Then you want to tell me, don't wear this. Don't go there. Don't do that with your hair. Where you going? Who you with? I don't have time for this oppressive... I have been awakened by an unconditional that's become situational, dissecting subsection and constituent, evaluating current conditions and causing decommission of the irrelevant. I've been listening. I heard him say, I am the apple of his eye, the reason he put the stars into the sky. Then he gave me the world, and even though I messed up, he continued to fill my cup. So when you bring your raggedy butt, trying to redefine and realign me while sipping from my cup, invading my peace with your grief and demeaning me, embarrassing me in front of your friends to no end, then thinking after all that hurt, my Yanni is your universe for you to mishandle and misuse, I will not be abused. That's not what my father built me for. I am a help, but I will not help you destroy me. I am not your property. I am a child of the Most High King. He sent me here as a queen with authority and dominion, so you can keep all your opinions. You will not disrespect, neglect, or expect to see me circumspect. You will love me like my God loves me unconditionally, or you will let me be. But one thing is for sure. You don't own me.
Whoa.
So,
Wow.
well,
Wow. Wow. I love it. All right. Hey, you guys heard that, right? Oh my God. These ladies are awesome. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
So I want you to, again, tell where the name of your books, where you can find it. Say it real slow,
Okay.
so I can have the information on the screen when we
Okay.
air this.
so I have the Every Kind of Lady monologues and poetry, and you can find this book on Amazon.com, or you could, like T'Challa said, Facebook me, and I could get you a signed copy from me at BarnesandNobles.com. And We Be Two-Word Poetry. Okay, so I have an original genre I figure I could. When you love something so much, you need to, put your own
That's right,
fingerprint
that's
on
right.
it.
Yes, you do.
So, again, all the books you can get the same place, Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And so again, Poetry Cafe Spiels, and again, like I said, Amazon.com, and I have workbooks, expressive writing, poetry, prompt books. I have a gazillion journals, Nzima journal designs. So look me up, and
And how they can get in touch. I know you said your
Okay.
website is under construction.
Oh yes, it's Nzima. That's NZIMAHSE.com. Again, that's NZIMAHSE.com. So you can purchase my books there too.
All right.
So yeah.
All right.
All right. So we have my first book, The Lover and the Revolutionary, available on Amazon. And then you have my second book, Papers on My Floor, also available on Amazon. And yes, this is not a typo. My name is T'Challa.
All right. All
Circa
right.
1974.
Yes. See, I know.
You can find me on Facebook. And if you really want to get a sample of some of Nzima's journals, then you need to find her on Facebook because she has them posted there. Some beautiful red scarlet letter journals. And
Oh yeah.
yes, and brown lady journals, and she writes journals. And I like paper, so I got a thing for journals. But
Yes,
definitely look
thank
us
you.
up. We have several different things coming up. So if you want to know about those things, then you need to follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
And we need to come see her on.
Dream Girls.
Yes,
Yes,
Dream Girls.
A Ma Peach production, Mother's Day weekend, May 11th and May 12th at the Artists Collective. Y'all need to check this thing out and come get some of this magic.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right here, local art, right here.
Yes.
Oh, I want to mention Hartford's Lit.
Yes.
Hartford's Literary Integrated Trailblazers.
Yes,
We
yes,
are
yes, yes.
co-founders.
Yes.
And I just want to say, you are May 18th, Malcolm X weekend, Malcolm X birthday weekend. May 18th, we're going to have a huge book festival downtown at the Hartford Public Library. Come, we're going to have open mics, we're going to have live stage, we're going to have panel discussions, we're going to have workshops, youth media activities, free book giveaways to the kids. Am I missing something?
No, you are not. We are so excited because we as local authors just felt a need to make sure that we highlighted other authors within our community. It's one thing when you see people who have made it from someplace else, but when you're able to take those success stories and those artists that are right in the community and then showcase them for the youth, they start to believe, okay, I don't have art class in school, but this person is an artist and they're making their own art.
Yeah.
We also have youth publishers who,
Yes.
Lauren and Simone,
Wow.
who are from the area. I met them at another reading, and it was so exciting because their daughters actually are the writers, and they only work with children illustrators. And it's just so awesome
Wow.
to see these little girls showing you their solar system book with and a whole little kit that you can put together. I was
Imagine
so
that.
impressed by that. And
Oh,
these are young children. These are middle school children, you know, elementary school, writing books and doing it and selling it. So we want to make sure that we showcase our community, showcase the artists within Hartford
Yes.
and within the greater Hartford area, and give them an opportunity to say, hey, this is what I create. You can create too.
Yes.
Yes.
So come
Yes,
on
yes.
and celebrate this thing with
Yes,
us. So we're
yes.
just really excited about a day that is just really focused on community and coming together and enjoying the children and enjoying authors and,
Yes.
and books and reading.
Yes.
Oh, you making me
And tell
excited.
them,
I can't
and
wait.
tell them about the
I know.
anthology, T'Challa. We have an anthology
Yes.
coming out.
We are, our theme for the festival is How Are the Children? And the second part to that question, or actually the statement that follows that, is that we want to teach them to stand on our shoulders. rather than walk in our footsteps.
Ah.
We don't want them to repeat those same mistakes.
Yes.
We want to be able to learn from our mistakes so that we can elevate them to a higher level and just continue to grow that way. So we want to be able to provide another level. So we want to ask the children how they are, and the best way to do that would be to literally go to them and have them respond.
Yeah.
And so we decided to allow some youth within the area to submit poetry. We also opened up submissions to adults. We had that posted on Facebook, and we have gotten a couple different submissions. We have submissions
Nice.
coming from writers that are in prison.
Wow.
We are reaching out to make sure that every voice is heard, because everybody has a story to
Yes.
tell.
Yes,
And
they do.
everybody, once you
Yes,
tell
they
that
do.
story, it's not just liberating for the person who's telling it, but for the person who believes they are the only person going through it.
Yes.
When
Yes.
you speak your story and
Yes.
they realize that they
Yes.
are not alone, you have given that small seed of hope to someone, and that's so powerful, because hope can do so many things.
Yes,
So
yes,
many
yes,
things. So
yes.
we want to make sure that we encourage the youth, and that we listen to them and have conversations with them, but definitely help them to understand the beauty and the joy of creating and using your imagination, and all the different types of jobs and the different things that you can do with something that you're passionate about.
Yes.
A lot of times people would see art and not consider it something as a serious art form, or something that's a career that you can do, because you
Yeah.
always hear about the starving artist. And when you're trying to do something on your own, it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
And so you have to get some thick skin, and you have to be diligent, and you have to be consistent, no matter how you feel or how many rejections
Yes.
you get. You
Yeah.
have to keep
Keep
moving
on
forward
going.
to do
Yep.
what you are passionate about.
Yes.
And before you know it, people are paying to see you, and you don't even feel like it's a job, because you are sharing your gift with the
Yes.
world.
Yes.
And that right there is just the blessing within itself.
Yes, 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 yes. Whew. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that I had you ladies on the program
Well,
with me
thank
tonight.
you.
It's just been it's been a blessing for me on this program, because I've met so many wonderful, wonderful people. And although I saw you before, we didn't meet. I saw you when we went to the Michelle Obama book reading.
Right, at the book
yes,
chat.
yes,
Yes.
and I won a book.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I did. I won the
Yes,
book.
yes,
So
yes,
I
you
just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you
Yes.
coming, because I know I called at the last minute. I
Yes,
thank
that's
you
okay.
so much, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
just
for inviting us.
appreciate it.
I am so
Oh, I thank you, and I'm
honored to
looking
be
forward
here.
to
so
seeing
much.
you.
This
Yeah, you guys really a blessing.
Yes, thank
And guys, I hope you get the books. I hope you. We're gonna put up on the screen where you can find the books. I hope you get tickets to go out to see Dream Girls. I hope you go and see all of the other things that we mentioned tonight. And I really thank you for watching tonight. And we'll see you next time. Good night.
good night.
Good night.